So I'm just sitting here in my new conversion van, new to me, 1990, having my coffee and looking over my instruction manual. Here's the original window sticker. It's not getting great gas mileage, but it's got the 5.7 liter V8. And I will read that in a second because there's a lot of stuff I don't know about this vehicle. I'll just cold start it for y'all. So we get a whoosh of just smooth, quiet engine running. Up here, let's see. Let's turn on our overheads. Awesome. The indirect mood lighting. So cool back there. Turn on my headlights because I'm not getting my gauge lights to come on at all. We have a newer Bluetooth stereo, I think it's Bluetooth, with this aux cord. Let me turn on the dome light here. Okay, so we got it all cranked up. Well, we got a little fixing up to do, but this is so cool. Look at this lighting on the side here. See the pleated leather seats. Just beautiful. It's in immaculate condition. First thing we did with this is took it straight to Cummins State Park in Tennessee. I picked this up in Nashville, and I went with my wife and 1-year-old in it to see the waterfall, or the Wawa. It's got all this folding down stuff that I'm still trying to figure out. It drives great on the highway, so I feel like they got it running fantastic on the surface roads, but a lot of times I like to test drive a car on the highway to see how it really performs, because the rear brakes, their drum brakes, I think they're dragging. They still kind of smell a little burny the next day, but I drove this thing through the mountains. This, I believe, is a tabletop. Here's your tabletop. And I have no idea. There's a pole under here, but I don't know what that pole goes to. Here's a storage with how the previous owner included a lot of great stuff. A flare, the flare, belt, rope. This is just so cool. Harness. So someone will set this up to tow with trailer brakes. Can't see in there. Of course, this back seat folds down into a bed. Oh, I just noticed this. I wonder what that, ooh, that looks fancy. We drove this thing through the Appalachian Mountains right after picking it up, and it performed amazingly. This engine, this 5.7 liter V8 is just, it's not like super powerful, but it's so cool to me. The cruise control works great, and it is just so cool to me to pull up a giant mountain and you watch the temperature gauge climb up to like a little over halfway, and then you start going down the mountain and the temperature gauge goes like way down to only like a quarter of the way, and you're like working your, so this drive with the outline is regular overdrive. It's got an overdrive for the highway, electronic. And then you go down into that drive without the outline, and that sticks it in. I'm not sure if it's either 3 or 4 gears in the automatic transmission, but it'll slow it down when you're going down a huge mountain without having to use the brakes, which is great in my case because the rear drum brakes, I'm pretty sure, are very badly adjusted. There's definitely surface rust on them. We stopped. It was so upsetting. We stopped at Main Street Express here. They were incredible. They offered to put on Bluey for my son, and we walked around this small town in Tennessee. We went to a produce place. I mean, it was just like a dream come true trip. But I said it feels like my rotors are warped, and they took a look and they decided rotors are looking great, pads are brand new. They inspected the rear brakes here, but they ended up really just like repacking my bearings. I got new bearings, which they said didn't even need to be done. It's all really great, but I think it's like a little bit of surface rust on the rear drum brakes, and they're out of adjustment, and that's why I'm shaking. You can see it comes with a vacuum, which doesn't work, but that's gonna be so cool to get that working. This is just so cool to me.